Yes, I'd like to thank you guys for your contribution to food and technology in the entertainment space, especially.
Chador. Hello everyone, this is Chador from TV and Sports in Korea. Please welcome the most creative fighter in the UFC, Mr. Peyton Talbot. Hello sir, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Now, your fans here in Korea consider you to be the most creative fighter in the history of the UFC. How did you find this very unorthodox, unique fighting style?
I couldn't really tell you. I think it just comes from deep down in me. I've always kind of been a strange person and stuck out in a crowd. And um, I think my gym is very old school and we don't really do many drills. And so it's up to each kind of fighter at my gym to design their own style and kind of do things as they like because we have a lot of freedom in the way we train. So I think it just comes down to that.
It's my understanding that you also play the guitar, the trombone, and the violin. Did your musical background have any impact on your fighting style?
Probably, I think it did a lot for pattern recognition, and just being able to articulate yourself emotionally through an instrument is very difficult to do, um, and it requires a lot of like coordination and brain real time calculation, and um, I think it's similar to fighting when you get into your flow state, in the way that you have a loose script, but you also have the way that you can do it that's different than everyone else.
You talk more like a an artist, if that makes sense, more than a fighter. Do you ever get that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of tend to think of myself as more of an artist than a fighter. I think in my heart that that's who I am. That's always what I wanted to be when I was younger. I wanted to, do music stuff or be in a band and then I started becoming more athletic.
It's all starting to make sense. It's almost as if you're expressing yourself through this means, fighting.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it feels. I mean, I think once you start to do that, that's kind of the goal. And I think all of us are kind of trying to get something deep down in our within ourselves out into the open and put it to the test. So I think once you start to feel like you're doing that, I think that's where you reach the true like happiness and appreciation for fighting.
Speaking of arts, every time you fight, all the Korean viewers talk about your circular shaped tattoo and what it means. And the majority of the people here in Korea believe that it's a reference to the anime Bleach. Is that true?
That's a big part of it. I would say it's a lot of things. It's a circle and a sphere, and I think spheres are very important. And uh, a lot, I don't know. Without explaining too much, it's spheres are very complex, and I think there's a reason we live on a sphere. There's a reason time flows in somewhat of a circle, and there's a reason that the circle is like very important throughout inventions and when you think about it in terms of like Euler's principle and everything comes back around and everything loops into itself. So I think that's the main thing.
Wow, that is pretty deep. If we do have an opportunity, I would like to talk to you about this subject more. And let's talk about your next fight. You're facing Henry Cejudo, the former two-division champion, a top 10 fighter. And although you are currently unranked, the betting odds reflect that you are the huge favorite. How does that make you feel?
Oh, that's news to me. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I mean, it's kind of, the betting line is, I feel like more of a popularity contest. I think I'm favored to win this as well. I think, in reality, it's going to be a tough fight for both of us. But I think both of us have more than enough tools capable to win the fight. But I don't like when people count out my opponents like that, especially Henry because of how much he's done, and he's one of the greatest to ever do it. So, is it by a large favorite? Is it?
The last time I checked, you were a heavy favorite.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Huh. We'll see if it changes before the end of the week, but maybe the people know something.
That's very humble of you. And now, most experts believe that your takedown defense will determine whether you win or lose this fight. Are you ready for the Olympians' takedowns?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's really going to come down to that. I think the people that are saying that are, forgetting a large portion of the fight, and that's cardio. And heart. And I think it's going to come down to who's in better shape and who wants it more. I'm sure he's going to have success with his wrestling. I'm sure I'm going to have success with my wrestling defense, and there will be a little bit of a push pull, but I think it's going to come down to more gritty terms for sure.
That sounds very exciting. And finally, anything you would like to say to your Korean fans?
Yes, I'd like to thank you guys for your contribution to food and technology and the entertainment space, especially. Yeah, I see you got like a little PC setup going on back there. It looks cool.
I'm a huge gamer.
Yeah, I am too. I've been on Overwatch a lot lately, so
Oh, no way.
I love that game.
I'm a fan myself. Blizzard games, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a main?
Oh, I used to play Zenyatta.
Oh yeah, yeah. That checks out. Very zen. I was a Genji. Well, I am a Genji player, so I was probably all over your ass.
That does make sense. It matches you. All right. Anyway, all the best this weekend. Thanks for doing this interview.
Yep, no problem. Much appreciated.
Cool. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too, man. Thanks.